Hi guys, so I'm going to be making a few toppers, so I thought I might as well do it live and so you can watch me. So I'm going to make some toppers. They're going to be black. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add Tylo's powder to it. Tylo's powder makes this harder, so especially black. Black comes really sticky and soft. So definitely to add a lot of Tylo's powder to black because it always be really sticky. And if you don't add it, then when you're going to place it on top of your cupcake, it's just literally going to flop everywhere and it's not going to look really good. So first things first, I'm going to add some Tylo's powder. And a lot of people always ask me how much to add. I don't actually measure it. I literally just sprinkle a little bit in. So I'm going to add that much and then see how it goes. And if it's still a bit sticky, I add a bit more. So here's my corn flour. So I'm just going to put some on my hand because the black is quite sticky. I just knead the Tylo's powder into my black icing. So it's still quite sticky. So I'm going to add a little bit more Tylo's powder. I do add a lot in black because black just is, for some reason, the black icing that I buy is very sloppy and sticky. The other ones don't be that bad actually. It's just the black one for some reason. So those of you who are just joining in, I'm just prepping my icing. So I'm going to be using black icing and I've just added Tylo's powder to it. Still a bit sticky, a tiny bit more. I never thought I'd get a chance to do a live in the holidays, but the baby's napping and the other two have gone out with their dad, so I thought, got some toppers to make, so might as well do it live. There we go. You can see it's kind of hardened up now. Okay, so apply some corn flour onto your mat. It's still going to be a little bit sticky, but it's not going to be as sticky as it was before. Okay. Black is always a little bit fiddly compared to the rest of the colours, and the corn flour really sticks out. Okay, so the stamp I'm going to be using is this one by Lissy Lou London. So literally just apply it on and push down. I think the black might be still a bit too soft. No, that's perfect. Also, you know it's too soft because what happens is if it's too sticky, it starts sticking inside of your embossers. So if it comes out nice and easily, you know that you've got enough. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that down. There we go. I think it's still a bit too soft. You know what, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Sorry guys. Okay, that's a bit too much. Well, that much. Here you go. The last thing I want is the toppers to look all floppy on top of the cupcakes. There we go, that's much better. Can you see it's not sticking to my hands now? Now it's hard. Okay, let's do that again. So a bit of corn flour at the bottom. Yeah, I do. I make, like, you know how you make your chapatis and you roll the chapati into your hand. That's exactly how I do it. It works. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Definitely less stickier. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a message. Is that corn flour you're adding? No, I add Tyler's powder to the icing to make it firmer, and corn flour I literally just dust underneath so it doesn't stick to the mat. Okay, so I'm going to put the message in here now, so it's going to be... So I've took all the letters out already. I'm writing forever. So you have to go back to front. I don't know if you've used these, but you have to go back to front. So might be a bit too big. Let's have a look. I've got a smaller font as well. No, this is okay. So there we go. Talk to me, guys. Ask me questions so I can speak. Otherwise, I'm just going to be silent. And I'm going to add always. Hi. Okay, here we go. That's always. I'm going to do. There we go. Okay, I was going to show you my organisation for the letters actually, because you probably can see them at the top. I bought these little boxes from Home Bargains, and let me just take my phone off and show you. Hold on. Okay, so what I did was I got all my letters and I arranged them all alphabetically like this. So I've got 3 different types of letters in here. So I've got these big white ones, which I've got from Meg Cookie Cutters. And then I've got a normal A, which I've used here. It's medium size. And then I've got these really tiny ones. All of these are from eBay. All the yellow ones are from eBay. But you can see that there's a massive difference between the big A and the little A. My hands are disgusting. It's that black icing. And then I've got these from Meg Cookie Cutters. So what I've done is I've just put all the A's together, all the B's, all the C's, all the D's. So when I need to write a letter, it's so easy to find it. So even when I'm tidying away, so the R go back in there and that R goes back in there. It's just really, really easy to use this. It took me a while to organise all of these, but it comes in handy. Where's my V? Oh, there it is. What size? I don't know the sizes. Thank you for the Akika cupcakes. I don't remember doing the Akika cupcakes, but okay. I have too many, I forget. I probably did them, I just don't remember. A, F. Do these stamps come in smaller fonts, also in different fonts? No. These yellow ones, I've only ever found them from eBay or Amazon, and I've only found them in 2 fonts so far. That really small one that I showed you before, which is this little baby E, and here's the bigger E. So I've only found them in these 2 fonts. Both of them were from eBay, and they're just about £2 or something. It was really cheap. But this is where I started from. So when I started Cupcakes by Sally, these are the first set of letters that I bought all that time ago. And then now I only use them for when I have to write a long message in a small area. So where's the S? There's the S. Okay, there. That's all done and dusted. So it's just so much easier to find the letters when I put them in there. What do you search for? I think they're called alphabet cookies. Just write alphabet cookie and it'll come up. Trust me, it will. I don't know the exact link of what it's called, but they come up straight away and they're really easy to find. The boxes are from what do you call it? Home Bargains. let's put this back onto my little stand and carry on with this. The cursive set was from Meg Cookie Cutters on Amazon. And they have loads of different fonts actually, and they are so much more cheaper than Sweet Stamp and others. The only reason why I don't use them that much is they're individual letters and it's really hard to align them. So if you have a look, I'll just quickly show you. Here's P and there's T. They're just very hard to align. So if I've got a short letter to write, a word to write, then it's a lot easier. But if it's a really long word, then it's quite hard to like align them and stuff. But yeah, so I've just got them T and then P, but I do keep them in here. Okay, so I've done one. I'm going to do my other one, and the other one was going to be a date. See, you can tell now that this black icing, which was really sticky at the starting, with all that Tyler's powder I've put in, it's already become really firm, and it's going to be perfect by the time I need it tomorrow. Can you show us how do you take corn flour off the fondant? I use a yellow colour cornstarch and it's kind of... Oh, okay. I've never seen a yellow coloured one. With this one, I just dust it off with a brush. Oh, I missed one out. Let me get a brush and I'll show you. Hold on. So the brushes, I keep in this. And half of these are missing now because they've all been washed. But there's only a few left in this. That bag I think I got from Amazon. I think it's just called a paintbrush storage or paintbrush bag. I can't even remember what I typed half the time. So yeah, all I do is literally just do off. Again, it's all to do with how much of that Tyler's powder you put in. If your icing is sticky, because you haven't put that much Tyler's in it, or you've put no Tyler's in it, then the white corn flour sticks a lot more. If your icing is quite firm and it's gone quite hard, like now, the corn flour literally just dusts straight off. And there you go. And that's going to be ready for painting. So I'm going to paint all that gold and probably all the words gold as well. Will this be a YouTube video? Oh God. I don't know. When I do lives, I don't do them with the intention of saving them, because I feel like I make mistakes and it's just all a bit freestyled and my hands look disgusting and all these little anxieties that, I don't know. When I make a video for YouTube, then I make sure everything's like perfect. I know what I'm going to say. I know what I'm going to do. But these ones are a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if I'll save it yet. How do you make the icing, or do you buy it? I buy the icing. And all I do to it is just add Tyler's powder. This has gone nice and hard now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some flowers out with this. Let me just go back if I missed any messages. You can try steaming the corn flour. Yeah. I've heard you can do the steaming thing. I've never tried it, to be honest. I've always just literally dusted it off and it's worked. See, this black icing has gone really nice and hard now. This is just the way I like it. No stickiness, no nothing. And for this, I'm going to be using these. This is called blossomart. And this is called a petunia flower. I don't know how to say flower names, but something like that, petunia or something like that. So you just cut it out, and I only need 2. I think I'm making a box of 4 tomorrow. I can't remember. I think I only need 2. So I always just smoothen the edges out because they'd be a little bit rough. And then place it in this. Again, I've not used no corn flour in here. When I started off, I remember when I started off 2 years ago, and this thing here used to be the bane of my life. I used to hate it because every time I used to put my flour in, it always used to get stuck because I never knew the trick about Tyler's powder and making your icing hard, and it always used to get stuck. And I used to think, what the heck am I doing wrong? So I used to make these flowers, like my icing, really fat so that it doesn't stick. But anyway, that's ready. And I'm going to pop it into one of these little trays, which I got from eBay a long while ago, and I can't remember what they're called now. But I'm just going to put it in here and leave it here. I've also got a foam mat as well, but that's quite large, so I only use that when I have loads of them to make. Again, it's the same thing. It's like a massive foam and it has little dips in it that you can put your flowers in to dry. But I normally just keep in this because it's easier. Let's go check the messages. Can you use cornflower? Can you use cornflower instead of Tyler's powder? They have a different use. They're not the same thing. Cornflower is for dusting, so it doesn't stick to the bottom or doesn't stick to your embosser, whereas Tyler's powder is totally different. Tyler's powder is there for like making your icing harder so that it's easier to produce flowers and molds and things that you want to make. But I use them in my toppers so that they stay straight on top of the cupcake rather than getting all bendy. So they have different purposes. So you can't say, can I use this instead of this? They have totally different things. I mean, they are totally different things. I just put flowers on. I don't understand. I'm literally just gonna put a little bit of edible glue in the middle, put a gold bead, and then I'm just gonna place it on my buttercream when it's ready. Why do they need to dry? Are they not? Hold on. Are they not already like? Are they not already like? Are they not already hard? Oh, sorry. No. Well, even though they are a little bit hard, they're not. They will still bend. Like, they're not perfect. If you leave them overnight for about 24 hours, then they will be hard as a rock and they won't bend at all. They'll literally just be. I keep mine in the fridge, and in the fridge, when you take them out of the fridge, they're going to be like fixed in this position and they won't change their shape. If you use them fresh like this, they will slop and go flat. Okay, let's go on to our second topper. What liquid do you use to make the gold paint? I don't make my gold paint. I buy the ready-made. So I use rainbow dust, metallic, dark gold. If I've missed a question, please just send it again.